Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Tuesday, October 11th, 2022. The tarot card for today is the Six of Swords, and this one is from Tarot Disassembled by artist Jennifer Steidley. You know, what I noticed here, because I always put it in the body of my written blog post each day, is that we haven't seen this card in almost a year. Not since November 15th of last year. So I think if you think back to what was happening in that second half of November and the way things have gone since then, you might have an idea of what things are transpiring now or not. Because there is a little bit of, I would say, a period of uncertainty which is taking place here. Okay? For as you may recall, 2 days ago, we had the full Hunter's Moon, which happened in the sign of Aries. And it kicked off an eclipse season, which is going to run for the next 6 weeks. Eclipse season is a time of transition, much like our Six of Swords. And it will contain events over which you have no control. Sometimes, the energies are not ones where you're, totally, I want to say, in tune with them and accepting of everything. It's more a matter of needing to trust. And that trust is what will take you from now until November 23rd, when things are actually finally smoothing out. This can be an indicator of turbulence ahead. Now, mind you, I don't think it's bad, but we do have coming up in the second half of October. If you had a chance, if you haven't yet, go listen to my October Love and Finance, because the second half of October has a lot of energy involved, which can make things feel like a bit of a bumpy ride. You can also follow along on my calendar of planetary events on my website and import that calendar into your smartphone by going down to the bottom of any of the events and just clicking on subscribe and choosing where you want to put it. The moon is in Taurus today, not making any aspects, so that's probably a good thing because it gives you an opportunity to just deal with the two major aspects which are happening. First, I want to remind everyone that yesterday, Mercury moved back into Libra, which is where it began its retrograde. So we're rapidly moving away from all of that retrograde energy, and it will leave shadow on the 16th. Now, our first aspect, which is happening, is really almost the opposite of this card. So that's a good thing, because the sun is going to trine Saturn. And this type of an aspect is wonderful because it helps you to do the hard stuff. Maybe you learned your lessons about them and you're, not feeling all gloomy and stressed and depressed. And you're able to do what you got to do, all right? And, Saturn actually does reward us when we figure things out and we do what is necessary. The second is a little bit trickier, and, which of these two aspects you respond to today is going to depend upon your own cosmic makeup. But Mars is going to square Neptune, and that makes it really difficult to determine, what's real, what's not, which tends to bring up feelings of paranoia and suspicion. So this one is more relatable to the Six of Swords in that you kind of don't know. You're kind of not sure. And the best thing you can do if you're feeling this one instead is to not commit, not try to, do anything that requires decision making. Don't let yourself fall prey to the fear that people are talking about you, things of that nature. And give yourself a couple days before committing to any new relationships. Honestly, this card is probably one of the most appropriate cards I can think of for eclipse season, okay? Because eclipse season carries with it uncertainty. You are not the one steering the boat, okay? You are the passenger, and you need to get to the other side of this journey before you see which shore this boat takes you to and where you land. right? And then you get out and you survey the terrain and you see what's going on and you begin the decision-making process. So for the time being, yeah, there's a lot that's happening. Mars is getting ready to retrograde, and we are seeing planets beginning to go direct. So there's a great deal taking place. You're still feeling that powerful, station of Pluto. There's just a lot, every direction you can think of. And when it begins to settle down, much like the calmness of the Six of Swords, when it arrives and things begin to smooth out, you will be better equipped to tackle the next part of your journey. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.